Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I went back to Daydreams just for a video. I want to show you something. I have just recently finished this picture. Okay, now I almost called this video to Posh or Not because I want to show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm in Daydreams and I'm right here. Now, do you see that one with the dots and this one? This one's been done. This one up here's been done. Okay, so let's look again. I know the lighting's a little different, but look at the difference in this and this. Maybe that'll help you. It just adds a little something. Okay? Now this is so easy to do, y'all. So there's not any great rhyme or reason to where I'm doing the dots, but let me show you. Not all paint markers are the same. This is Posh, and I believe I got one of these on a Joann's ad and one of them on a Michael's ad. This one hasn't even been opened. This one's a size up, so let's open this up. Should be able to twist it. Yep. Get this plastic off. I always suggest buying the ones that with the plastic on, unless there's only opened ones left, because the opened ones, you don't know how much they've already been messed with and if they're really full. So this is what it comes like, and you actually put it on paper and push, and that ink will start flowing down. Now, and no, you don't do it on your finger, and you don't do it over the top of your artwork. But can you see how that's flowing down now? So this is, see if they actually have a size 2. Okay, that's what it says on it. All right, now I have paint markers, and I'm telling y'all, they are not like this. They don't cover as well. You do shake them every now and then just to keep that paint going. This one's a 1. Look at the size of that nib. All right, so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work on one of these. Again, there's no rules as to where you put your dots, but to me, it does just bring the picture alive. So anytime I'm going to be doing something that's wet, these others are dry, I'm going to work left to right. If you're left-handed and you work the other direction, then make sure you're working the other direction on your dots. You've got to keep your hand out of the wet paint. Now I'm going to prime that just a bit. Normally I would say don't prime it on your paper, but I've been playing with this one today just enough to know how much pressure I can put on it before it's going to leak out and leave a big old mess. But do you see how the dots are just giving a little something? Okay? And again, just get in a rhythm, find where you want to put them, and get going on it. I do this in my rocking recliner with one leg pulled up in my lap, and I sit and just start doing it while I'm in front of the TV set. Okay, so then I would do that all the way around, and then maybe put one in the middle. It's a little dark right here, so what's to say I can't do them along this line? That's what I'm saying. There are no rules on this. It's totally up to you. And then from there, I would go maybe inside these circles. And it might get to be too much after a bit because I was already doing over the tops. And yeah, I'm no longer going left to right or anything. I'm just going for it. I'm not so much a rule follower, but see, that's still pretty. And I can still do where I'm going around here. Just think of any lines that are on the page as guidelines waiting to have dots put on them. And I wouldn't use this on every page in every book, but I can see this being used with flowers, jewelry, prints on dresses, if you've got something you want to like jazz up a little bit. So yeah, let's just finish this one and then we'll go over to another one. You can see it doesn't take long. You're just tapping and coming back up. Just tap and release. It is easier if you'll get in a pattern and do one particular part all the way through instead of skipping around like I did. That way you'll know when you've done the whole thing. But there's that one. Okay? So let's look at the yellow one. And see, it's only 7 minutes and I yacked during part of that time. So that shows you how easy this is. Now see, I should have done that one first because my hand's over here. But I'm going to be careful. You will notice on the yellow, it does not show up as much. It does still show up some. I'm right on top of it so I can see it. But yeah, just figure out where you want to go and take off in a pattern and do it. So I know I'm doing all these dots and all the little loopy things. Is that a term? These loopy things right here. And I could go back and even do, you know, some more of those lines and stuff. Again, I don't want to get too carried away. I almost got too carried away on that last one. But again, it's my first day really playing with the Posh pen doing this. And so yeah, it's easy to get carried away. It's a lot of fun. Just dots. It's like mindless. Okay, so this one, I'm going to have to turn the book so I can even reach it. Okay, there you go. Whoops, wrong way. How about if I go upside down? Does that get it better for you? Oh, it does. Looky there. Okay, that's as big as I can zoom. It's as close as I can get. So on this one then, I'm just going to come through here. Whoops, I've got to prime. Okay, and I am afraid to just prime on there. So I just pushed down and back up over on a piece of scrapbooking paper that's laying over here. And then tapped once to make sure it was working good. And see, I'm doing these little loops again. Trying to stay out of the way so you can see what I've got going on here. And then I'll do going this way. And you don't even have to stay within those lines. If you've got a page that you feel like you royally messed it up and you need to hide something and you can incorporate these dots, how cool is that? You know, just to help you cover something that you've done that maybe you didn't like you thought you would. Add dots. Why not? If you feel like you've already messed up the page, it's not like you're going to really mess it up more. But you can see how easy that is. Now I've got a lot through here, but I want to do something over here, but there's no like thin lines. That's okay. I'm going to come right down this line. Okay, I can go ahead and come down this line. Why not? Like I said, it's mindless, but it really does add to your work. I've got to come in here and do something because it jumps from this one to that one. So I'll just put a dot at each little interval there. Okay, let's look at this one. How can I get that one for you? Okay, let's just go in some. Because this one, look how dark that looks. Now, for me, it's not real dark. It's bright, but it is deep, deeply shaded. Okay? So, and that's what it is. When I'm talking, I'm losing some of the flow. And this picture has gel pen on it. It's got Prismacolor pencil. And see, I'm just defining what's already there. I'm not drawing anything new. I'm still following the print that was already there. So you don't have to be able to draw to add something like this. And if you're not used to doing dots, I'm thinking I'm going to do 2 rows through here. Yeah, if you're not used to doing little dots and stuff and you get one of these, just sit and practice on a piece of paper. Just sit and make dots. You're going to find out that it's really super, super easy and that you'll be ready to go straight to your project in no time. And see, I'm not hitting these in equal spaces either. I'm just putting it on there. And these are all lines that were already on the picture. I am going to close this up across here just to make it look more complete. Okay? So there's another one. I think you're seeing, though, what can be done here with just a few dots. Okay, am I going to make you sick if I spin it again? I'm going to go, are these dry? Yes. And see, that's another thing. They don't take forever to dry. That's already dry. Okay, let's look at this big one. Okay, just to show you what I did. Here's my paper. Push, lift, then do a few dots to make sure that it's not a big blob. Okay, and then I'm ready just to take off going again. So let's just find something and start some dots. And you're like, well, that didn't look like much. No, it really didn't. 1 or 2 are not going to look like much. But how about as we get more and more of them on our page, then do they look like much? Because I think then they do. I know, I don't think I've ever been so quiet. I'm getting lost in making dots. And again, there is something relaxing about this. It is a no thinking zone that you can get into. You can watch a movie, listen to a book, audiobook. I would not do it in the car traveling. I color pencil, but I won't use a wet paint marker. Yeah, just find whatever you want to put dot in. Again, there's no written rules on this. If there are, I've never heard them. And again, this is the Posh markers, or the Posh paint pens. And I did get one of these at Michael's and one at Joann Fabrics. I'm sure they're available online. It's just I'm all about using that coupon that is at the store or getting something on sale. I do not frequent the craft stores like I used to pre-COVID. I have found that there's a lot of things I can do without and have decluttered my home quite a bit over the last 3 years. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. You can see now how easy this really is. There we go. I think I've gotten everything. And I'm just looking around going, okay, where else can I dot? Because I'm sure I could find something. What if I dot right up through here? Just to kind of separate that front from the back of the shell. Put one on each side there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid of screwing it up now. But anyway, that is the Posh. It's by the Mitsubishi Pencil Company Limited. I didn't know that. And again, this is the number 1